Hello, welcome to the TSG YouTube channel. This is a video on how to access our remote desktop services environment, also known as Ancor Apps. First, we start off to open a browser. We're going to go to apps.ancorinfo.com. And you'll see a screen like this. This tool allows you to run applications that are not installed on your computer, and it looks and feels very much as if they're running directly on your, locally installed on your laptop or desktop. This tool can also be very useful if you're not physically located at Ancor. You can actually still run applications and access internal resources, such as your H drive or your map drives, things like that, while you're not here at the building, and you don't have to use VPN in order to take advantage of this. At the top here, you're going to go ahead and put in your username, and that can be Ancor01/username, which you're probably used to using it in other places. Or you can also format it more similarly to what you're used to with Office 365, where it would be username @ domain name. Either format will work. Now remember, the tricky part about that formatting is it looks a lot like an email address, and for some people it will be one and the same. For other people it will not. So just something to keep in mind, but either format will work. Now underneath here, the radio buttons, there are two options. The default is a public or shared computer, and that will have and what will happen is if you leave that setting default, there will be a shorter timeout window for when this website will automatically log you off. If you choose the bottom option, that timeout will be a little bit longer. So once you log in, you're going to see a list of applications that are available to you, and each person will see applications that are specific only to them. So every application has a security group associated with it. So if we want to grant access to someone, to certain applications to somebody, we have to add them to the group, the necessary group, to give them that access. Most of those are done on a departmental basis. So for example, if you're in accounting or if you're in customer service, you might need access to Great Plains, and that's the icon that they will see here. Similar, if you're in IT, you will see a folder here called IT Apps, and there's a handful of different IT specific applications that will be available to you. Most people have access to the Office applications that are listed here. Most of those you may already have installed locally on your laptop or desktop. A couple of them you may not. Publisher and Visio are two applications that are not part of the typical suite, and they do cost extra as far as licensing, so we can make those available here so that you can run those applications without us having to deploy a license to your specific machine. To show you what it looks like, I'm going to go ahead and launch one of them here. And you'll see this little pop-up like this before the application launches. And once it launches, you're going to see what looks and feels very much like the same application running on your local computer. Now if you choose to browse and open a file, it'll look a little bit different. So if I click browse and I want to open a file, for example, you'll see at the top is this PC, and you'll see C drive, which is your local drive on your laptop or desktop. My system is called Woods LT142, so you'll see a C and a D drive local there. And you also see all my map drives listed as down below. So for example, if I want to open a file on my H drive, I would click here and browse to the file I wanted to open. So this can be real handy if you're not working from, if you're not VPN'd in, you're working remotely and you just need to grab a file real quick, or you need to access something inside the network with one of these published applications. If you have any questions, or if you need access to an application that you want to run that you don't see on your list, go ahead and open a ticket at our Go-To Assist service desk, and we'd be happy to help you. Or once we get your manager's approval, we can give access to applications based on that.